Well, first of all, congratulations, being named in the PFA Scotland Team of the Year. How does it feel?
Yeah, it's a huge honor for me to get recognized by my peers. But yeah, I'm ecstatic about it, and it's a big change for me as well.
Is it something you envisioned when you joined the club here?
Yeah, of course. Like I said, I always knew that I think I could score goals in this league. So being given out the opportunity and the platform and all the tools to do it was what I needed, and the gaffer and his staff and my teammates really helped me do that. So, yeah.
You talk about the gaffer there. He says he feels there's a lot more to come from you. Hopefully this is just the start of it. Is that the way you feel as well?
100%. I think I'm just learning. I think there's a lot of stuff I have to improve still. A lot of things that I can get better at, and a lot of things I can sharpen up, and even just things that I haven't even learned yet. So, yeah, I'm excited to keep learning and to keep growing as a player.
Last season at the club, there was Kevin Van Veen, scored so many goals, was also in Team of the Year, and many people felt that with him leaving the club would struggle to replace the goals, but you've just completely stepped up and scored so many, especially this year.
Yeah.
How much of that pressure or almost that duty to score goals were you told about at the start of the season, and what did that do for you?
You know, I wasn't told too much about the pressure. It was more so just try and do the best job you can for the team. And if I didn't play with my teammates, then the goals wouldn't have came, right? So everything from the team performances has gotten me the goals. I wouldn't say it's me just scoring goals miraculously, Blair Spittle has probably been involved in 50% of my goals, so I've had a very fun season because of that. But yeah, I'd say just there wasn't really much pressure. It was just kind of go enjoy your football, and that's how you're going to get the best out of it.
Just finally for me, you talk about Blair Spittle there assisting all you goals. Obviously, he'll be leaving in the summer. You yourself got another year.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that the club is placed next year to step up again? Yourself can step up again, score more goals. The club can climb the league table next season.
Of course, yeah, and that'll always be the goal. You want to improve on seasons, so yeah, you want to finish as high as possible.
You talked about the manager there. What is it about him that seems to get this out of players? This kind of development between you, Max Johnson, Kevin Van Veen. What is it he does that gets this out of players?
I mean, he's so intricate with his work. He gives details. He tells you exactly what you have to do to achieve what you want to achieve. And if you don't do it, then you won't achieve it. But if you do it, most of the time you'll get to where you need to go. And just like anybody else, he'll make mistakes like the players will. But he corrects them very quickly as well. So I'd say he's just a very hands-on guy. He knows what he wants to do, and he knows what he wants us to do, which I think helps us a lot because we have a clear path on what we have to do.
I think 11 of the goals have come just before the turn of the year. What changed at that time that's let you go on this goal streak?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of things probably. I probably spent a bit more time doing the video work, a bit extra on the pitch as well. Maybe confidence from the gaffer as well after the Livingston game that I played. But just all of that, I think, mixed together ended up in me scoring goals with a good run of games.
And have you set a target between now and the end of these last 5 games, the end of the season, in terms of goals? How many more you want to add to your tally?
Again, people always ask me this, but I always keep it to myself. But as many as possible is what I'd say.
Theo, I'm sure the form you've been on the last few months has attracted a lot of people looking at you, other clubs as well. The fact that you've made this progress here as well, is that on your mind as well if there comes to a decision in the summer that you know you've made such good progress? The manager's talking about he feels there's even more to come from you as well. The fact you're doing so well here, does that kind of come into your mind as well, that this is a place to continue that development?
Yeah, I mean, I'm focused on Motherwell and Canada in the summer. Those are the 2 things that I'm thinking about constantly. We have 5 games that are very, very important. We want to finish in that 7th spot, so that's all I'm thinking about, if I'm honest.
In the Canada, obviously the Copa America, it's a huge kind of incentive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that you heard back from the national team since your trip out the last time?
Yeah, I mean, just speaking about congratulations for making Team of the Year and things like that, but I know that it will be completely reliant on my performances, so I want to have the best performances possible, score as many goals as possible to make sure I have a chance to make it. there's 2 big friendlies as well right before. I would really like to be involved in that, but again, it'll be completely reliant on how I do in these next 5 games.
I mean, the chance to play in Copa America sounds like kind of a dream for a footballer. Is it something I don't know how often Canada are included, but is that something that you've thought about for a long time? Or?
Yeah, and I think it's just like the size of the game that as well, like going to get to play against Argentina, not only Messi, everyone keeps saying Messi, but playing against Argentina in itself, even the other teams as well, it's unbelievable experience. And if you get out that group, you're playing against even bigger teams as well. So, yeah, definitely a dream for a player. Yeah.
Theo, as you've been included in the team of the year, is that the reward for lots of hard work, or is this you just showing me you can do?
Both, I'd guess. Yeah, I worked. I did work really hard, and I'm going to continue to work hard. But it's a mixture of both, and again, testament to the gaffer and my teammates for helping me out to get to where I'm at. It's a huge honor for me, and I'm just excited to keep going.
How much are you enjoying your football?
Yeah, I've never enjoyed it more. This is definitely the best period of football in my life. And again, I just want to keep going and see how far I can take it.
And also the target again on Saturday against Aberdeen to continue that scoring run and also get more than a point.
Exactly, exactly. We want as many points as possible against them. They've taken a bit too much away from us this year, and I think it's about time we got some off them.
Absolutely, they're only one of a few teams that Motherwell haven't beat this season, but you've gone close, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Just quickly on that, you mentioned this is the best period of your career. Is that simply the goals? Is it your teammates? What is it about Motherwell this season that's made it the best portion of your career?
I mean, I think it's Motherwell as a whole. You kind of touched on how the gaffer's gotten the best out of a lot of players, but I'd say he gets the best out of his team as well. A lot of people have been very successful this season. Although we had a bit of a rough run in the middle of the year, I'd say that if you really look at individual performances, there's been a lot of very good ones, and collectively some very good ones as well. A lot of games where we're about this close from winning or tying the game, you know. So yeah, I'd say just Motherwell is a great place for players. It's a very friendly environment. Everyone's very open. Everyone's very close together. We have a very, very good changing room. We train well, we train hard, and yeah, we work hard. So it's just a great environment for players.
So you mentioned at the start when we were talking about the team of the year, it's to get that recognition is a bit of a change. You've probably gone from a situation where you're trying to prove yourself coming over here, and even I'm sure some Motherwell fans were questioning the signing. You're now, your name's been sung every week. Is that kind of different to get used to as well? You just have to enjoy that when it's coming?
Yeah, funny enough and strangely enough, even when I was kind of not doing great at St. Johnstone, people kind of sang my name. I guess my name's just easy to sing, maybe. but again, what I get from the supporters is unbelievable. That also adds to what he asked me, that the supporters have been nonstop supporting us. Yeah, there's been some rough patches as well, but you'd expect that when your team isn't doing great. So yeah, it is an unbelievable feeling, but yeah, you got to just enjoy it.